Alright, welcome back. You're still interested, and that's a good sign. We're gonna have a look at improving our classification and improving our image objects in our project. So what we have now is we have image objects that are classified in either water, vegetation, or non-vegetation. And actually what I have noticed, and probably you have noticed as well, looking around the scene, that we do have some misclassified objects here around the river. Those are simply created based on the definitions that we have used to classify image objects. So actually it's not your fault, it's my fault, because I told you which parameters to use and which thresholds. That object is also a good example. So what we want to do now is we want to improve this classification and remove those misclassified objects and reclassify them to vegetation, or in this case water. Only using spectral values here would be difficult, because spectrally those are pretty much the same as you see on the top, the water and this non-vegetation. But because we're using eCognition, and eCognition uses object-based image analysis, we can address also the shape of image objects and the context. And actually what we're gonna do is we're gonna combine context information and spectral information into one condition and reclassify those objects that we think should belong to the class water. So instead of using the context, that's what we're gonna do, you also could address the shape, right? And we have a lot of features in eCognition that describe the shape of image objects. So you could also tell eCognition, all right, look for very lengthy image objects, and if those are structurally close to water, put them into class water, or if they're touching water, put them into class water, whatever. I am quickly going to display a few features here that I think could help me classifying those or reclassifying those image objects into the class water. So we're going to use context and then maybe the NDWI or the near infrared. So it's just helping me to understand the values of the image objects that I want to address. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use context information, right? If an object is touching water to a certain degree or to a certain percentage of its outline, and I'm going to use near infrared, and if the near infrared is fairly low, then reclassify those objects into the class water. And we will use an algorithm called grow region to grow from water into the surroundings based on a certain condition. And that should also remove this object or dissolve it into water. So add new process, and we're looking for grow region. Now what you have to define here is the class filter. That's the seed. What we want to do is we want to grow from water into, here on the right hand side, the parameters. Candidate classes is non-vegetation. And that includes actually context information. So only objects that are classified as non-vegetation that are actually touching water can be used by this algorithm, right? So it only can grow into objects that are touching water from our seed objects that are classified as water. Okay, and here in the fitting function, you can define an additional criteria. And here we're going to use the near infrared. Comparison less or equal to 1500. I came up with this value checking or using the image object information window and clicking on a few objects and estimating which threshold would work. And I came up with this value. Let's just see how that improves our classification, or maybe it also worsens it. Okay, now you see this object, this lake, has improved. And what this algorithm actually does, it grows into those objects, the candidate objects, and it merges them automatically. So we have less image objects now. And the river looks better now. This object has been included as well. and some objects have been eaten up more or less using this row region algorithm. All right, let's assume we are happy with our classification. Before we export our results, I would like to reduce the number of objects actually. As you see, all these objects are one class, that's all vegetation, but I have hundreds or thousands of objects. In the next step, what we want to do is merge objects that are touching each other and share the same classification together into one single object. So in this case, we're gonna get one large vegetation object and this non-vegetation would be one object. And also water here, it also is not one single object yet, so I want to merge those together. How to do it? It is simple. Add a new process and we're gonna look for the merge region algorithm. And actually what you have to do is nothing. Everything is by default exactly what we need. We want to merge image objects on our new level. That's the level that we have created. These are our image objects. And if you simply leave this parameter merge by class, then it will merge the single classes together. So it will merge water into one object, vegetation and non-vegetation. So simply can execute it, and there we go. So you see the difference is quite drastic, and that's something you can export as a vector, and that's meaningful compared to the previous result. I'm quickly gonna show the swipe view so we see what we have done actually. So yep, next video is gonna be exporting our results, so check that one out, and then you are done with your first sophisticated rule set.